Hello children, welcome in your science class. So we are going through the fourth number chapter of your science book, that is birds and the food habits. And in the previous class we have covered the most part of this chapter. Today I start from feet and claws, and from this part we are also completed this first two birds, that is perching birds and the scratching birds. But today I again shortly discuss about these two birds, then I go to the next part of this chapter. So first type is the perching birds. So perching birds like crows, sparrows, pigeons, mynas, etc. perch comfortably on the tree branches using their long, slender toes. So see this picture. This is the slender toes, and this type of feet and claws we are see in the crows, sparrows, pigeons, mynas, in this type of birds. And by the help of this type of feet and claws, they perch comfortably. Perch means hold firmly on the branches of the tree. There they sit. Using their long slender toes, they have a three toes pointing forward. This three toes pointing forward, on one toe pointing backward, this one, which curl round the branch. That means in this way, round. When they are sitting on the branches of the tree, with the help of the three toes in the front side and the one toes in the back side, they are firmly hold the branches of the tree. Now these toes help the birds hold on the branch firmly. They can even sleep while perching on the branch. That means with the help of this kind of feet, they hold very firmly the branches where they are sit, and while they are sleeping on the branches also, they are not fall down from the tree, because this feet and claws, they are tightly hold the branches comfortably and they can sleep easily. Okay. Now perching birds may also hop on the ground. Now the second type is the scratching bird. Scratching birds like hens and cocks are seed and grain eaters. They scratch mud with their strong horny claws. This one called the horny claws, and by the help of these horny claws, these birds easily scratch on the ground, okay, for searching their food. Now they have three toes in the front side. See the picture. These three toes is in front, and a short hind toe which is higher up the leg. This one, okay, this is the hind claws. We are not see is easily. This is hind claws and it is quite up the leg. Okay. Now the next part, today we will start from here. So the preying or flesh eating birds, eagles, vultures, owls and hawks have strong, horny and curved claws. They have three toes in front and one behind, just like a perching birds, because the perching birds also have a three toes in the front side and the one toes in the back side for holding the branch firmly. The same way the preying and flesh eating birds also the three toes in the front side and one is the back side. They use their toes also for holding the prey firmly while flying. Okay. So perching birds are hold branch of the tree is firmly, but the praying birds or the flesh eating birds hold their prey firmly with the help of this kind of feet and claws. Okay. Next is the climbing birds. So parrots and woodpeckers have two toes in front and two is behind. Like, see the picture, this one, this two toes in the front and two is the behind. Their toes help them to balance while climbing on the tree trunks. Okay. Now the water birds. Water birds are the birds that live in the water. Some birds swim in water while others wade in the water. Both of them have different types of feet. So, some birds live in water in always, and some birds swim in water while others wade in the water. Both of them have a different types of feet. Birds like ducks and the swan have wave feet. See this type of, this is called wave feet, in which the space between the toes is filled with the thin skin. See, these two toes is filled with the thin skin. This kind of feet is known as the wave feet. Okay. The skin helps them to push back water while swimming. So, by the help of these wave feet, the duck can easily swim in the water because this wave feet is push water when they are swimming in the water. Okay. I again repeat one more. The wave feet is what? In which the space between the toes, see, one toes and two toes, these two toes are filled with this thin skin. Okay, so this kind of feet is known as wave feet, and this wave feet help the duck or any swimming birds to swim easily in the water. They are called swimming birds. Now, next one is the wading birds. Like cranes, greats, herons, sandpipers, etc. are also called water birds. I repeat one more. The cranes, egrets, herons and the sandpipers, etc. are also called the water birds. They have a long leg. See, this is the long legs and thin, outspreading toes. These toes are very much spreading. Okay. They wade through the muddy shores, ponds, rivers and even the sea. The long legs of waders keep their body well above the level of the water. Okay. That means this long and thin leg goes into the water, but their body is above the water. Okay. This is called the wading birds. Now next is the running birds. Like ostrich, have a very long and strong legs for running, because these birds cannot fly, because as their wings is very much short as comparison their body weight. So that's why they cannot fly. But by the help of their strong legs, they can run very much. An ostrich has only two toes which are heavy and cushion-like. All of you see the cushion at your home. So, these two toes look like a cushion, which are heavy and cushion-like. Its toes do not sink into the desert sand as it runs first. That means this cushion like toes are not sink. सिंक मतलब अंदर नहीं जाता है, ज़्यादा डूब नहीं जाता, उसका अंदर नहीं जाता है. बट जब वो डेजर्ट पे रहते हैं या तो कोई भी सैंड के ऊपर से वो जा रहा है तो उसका जो पैर है वो मतलब अंदर दब नहीं जाते. सो दैट्स वाई दे कैन रन comfortably and very easily with the help of this kind of feet. Okay. Now this is also all of you should be remind, that is the Bharatpur is the bird sanctuary. Sanctuary means the one place where we will keep the birds safely and we will take care of the birds, different type of birds. This is known the sanctuary, bird sanctuary. Okay. सेंचुरी मतलब एक ऐसे प्लेसेस है, संरक्षण प्लेसेस, रिजर्व प्लेसेस, जिस जहाँ पे हम लोग डिफरेंट टाइप का जो बर्ड्स है उसको देखभाल निकालने के लिए हम लोग वहाँ पे रखते हैं, उसको टेक केयर करते हैं. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ प्लेस इज नोन एज सेंचुरी. ऐसे ही एक सेंचुरी की नाम है भरतपुर. दिस इज फेमस बर्ड सेंचुरी. ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट, द माइग्रेशन ऑफ बर्ड्स. माइग्रेशन मीन्स moving from one place to another places. So migrating birds like Siberian cranes, greater flamingo, blue throats, etc. This is an example of the migrating birds. Bird migration is the regular seasonal movement to find the best ecological conditions and habitats for feeding, breeding and raising the youngs. That means वाई द बर्ड्स आर माइग्रेटिंग. बर्ड्स जो है वो माइग्रेट मतलब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे क्यों जाते हैं, वट इज़ द रीज़न फॉर दिस. सम बर्ड्स लाइक अ साइबेरियन क्रेन, फ्लेमिंगो एंड फ्लेमिंगो एंड द ब्लू थ्रोट, दिस काइंड ऑफ बर्ड्स आर लिव इन द वेरी कोल्डेस्ट रीजन. ये जो बर्ड्स होता है ये कोल्डेस्ट रीजन पे मतलब माउंटेन एरिया पे ये बर्ड्स रहते हैं. सो वेन ड्यूरिंग द विंटर्स टाइम देयर टेम्परेचर इज़ वेरी मच लो एंड द होल एरिया इज़ कवर्ड विद द स्नो. तो जो माउंटेन रीजन्स होता है वो विंटर के टाइम पे क्या होता है, पूरे ठंडे में उसका टेम्परेचर वाकई बहुत ही कम हो जाता है, सारी जगह पे जो बर्फ़ से पूरा वो कवर हो जाता है. तो दैट टाइम दे आर वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू फाइंड देयर फूड. तो उस टाइम पे ये बर्ड्स को खाने के लिए कुछ नहीं मिलता क्योंकि पूरा एरिया स्नो से कवर हो जाती है, बर्फ़ से वो कवर हो जाते हैं, उन लोग को खाने के लिए कुछ नहीं मिलता है. ऊपर से जो ब्रीडिंग सीजन है मतलब जो रिप्रोडक्शन सिस्टम है मतलब बर्ड्स का जो बच्चे देने का टाइम होता है वो मोस्टली विंटर होती है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बर्ड्स की. तो ज़्यादा ठंडे में वो उस प्रोसेस को भी कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाते. सो फॉर दिस रीज़न, ये सारे रीज़न के लिए, सारे कारण के लिए बर्ड्स क्या होता है, ठंडी इलाके के जो भी बर्ड्स होते हैं वो ठंडे के टाइम पे हमारे इंडिया पे चले जाते हैं या तो दूसरे कुछ भी वार्मा प्लेसेस पे वो ट्रांसफ़र हो जाती है. बिकॉज देयर फूड बर्ड्स की खाने के लिए और उसकी जो बच्चे देने का जो रिप्रोडक्शन सिस्टम है उसको कंप्लीट करने के लिए वो इकोलॉजिकल कंडीशन मतलब जो भौगोलिक कंडीशन होता है, मतलब जो भी हम लोग की जो नेचर का जो कंडीशन होता है उससे वो कंफर्टेबली सब कुछ कर पाए, मतलब ब्रीडिंग भी कर पाए, बच्चे भी दे पाए और खाने के लिए भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो जाए. इसीलिए वो सारा बर्ड्स क्या होता है ठंडे रीजन से गर्म रीजन्स पे आ जाते हैं. इसी को कहते हैं माइग्रेट. ओके. नाउ सो इफ द क्वेश्चन इज कम, write a tale some migrating birds. So all of you write the cranes, Siberian cranes, greater flamingo and the blue throat. Okay. Now the next is the endangered of birds. endangered का मतलब होता है हम लोग की अर्थ से ऐसी बहुत सारे एनिमल स्पीसीज है और बर्ड स्पीसीज है जो एकदम अवलुप्त हो गई है, मतलब जिसका और कोई भी उसका स्पीसीज नहीं दिखाई जाता है, वो ख़त्म हो गई है अपनी अर्थ से. जैसे कि डायनासोर्स, तुम सबको पता है द बिफोर वेर मेनी ईयर्स एगो देयर हैव अ डायनासोर्स प्रेजेंट ऑन द अर्थ. डायनासोर्स नाम के एक एनिमल्स अर्थ पे रहा करता था, लेकिन जितना दिन गया उसका जो डायनासोर्स का जो फेवरेबल कंडीशन है, जैसे कंडीशन उसको चाहिए रहने के लिए, वो सारे जितना ख़त्म होते गए अर्थ में, उसी से वो उसका जो स्पीसीज है उसका जो भी प्रजाति है वो भी अवलुप्त हो गई है, मतलब ख़त्म हो गई है. ऐसे सेम चीज़ बर्ड में भी होता है. ऐसे बहुत सारा बर्ड्स था जिसको अभी एकदम नामो निशान भी नहीं है अर्थ की. इस टाइप का जो भी बर्ड्स है, और अभी भी बहुत सारे ऐसे बर्ड्स हैं जिसका नंबर्स बहुत ही कम होते आए हैं, थोड़े दिन बाद वो भी ख़त्म हो जाएगा. इस टाइप का जो भी बर्ड्स है उसको कहते हैं एंडेंजर्ड स्पीसीज ऑफ बर्ड्स. ओके. ऐसा ही कुछ बर्ड्स का नाम है, देखो. रेड हेडेड vulture, फॉरेस्ट ऑलेट, स्पून बिल्ड, sandpiper, etc. are in the danger of extinction throughout all or a significant portions of its range. ओके सो ये जो सारे बर्ड्स है इसमें से कोई कोई पूरा ख़त्म हो गई है, मतलब इसको और कोई नामो निशान नहीं है हम लोग के अर्थ में, और ऐसा बहुत सारा है जो कि ख़त्म होने वाला है. तो इस टाइप का जो होते हैं इसको बोलते हैं endangered birds. So now the chapter is completed. Here has given some more important points from this chapter. Sorry, that this all points should be remembered to all of you. First is a bird's body mainly consists of head, trunk, wings, legs and the tail. Second one is birds have two types of feathers, flight feathers for fly and down feathers to the come down. मतलब down feathers जो है उसका क्या काम है, that keep us warm of the body of the birds, and the flight feathers help them to the fly. Now next, boat shaped bodies help the birds to float easily in the air. Okay, now hollow bones filled with the air make the birds light and strong. Next, tail feathers help the birds to change their directions during their flight. Okay, birds such as eagles, vultures and the kites fly at great heights. These birds are also known as the flesh eater birds or hunter birds. Okay, now the birds such as crows, pigeons and swallows fly at very lower height. Birds such as hens, cocks or peacocks fly over short distances. Birds such as penguins, kiwis and ostrich do not fly at all. They are known as the flightless birds. Now birds have different types of beaks which help them to catch and eat their food. Beaks also help them to protect from enemies. Then feet and claws of birds are well suited for their lifestyle. Next, by studying the beaks and claws of the birds, we can find out eating and the living habits of the birds. Okay, so this some important points you should be remember and we should learn from this chapter. Now the chapter is completed. I hope all of you enjoy this video, and this 2 video of this chapter help you to learn and understand this chapter properly. Thank you students. Have a good day. Bye bye.